What's up guys, it's Matt and welcome back to another video. Today I want to go over what I believe would be the optimal survivor build and strategy for survivors to run and do while solo queuing. I firmly believe that this build can break the game in its current state, as it's not balanced at all for killers if survivors play optimally. The only reason killers have such high kill rates is because they are able to profit off of survivors' inefficiencies when survivors play solo queue and cannot coordinate anything together. Now the strategy will be a typical genre strat, the same as what I covered in a previous video for people who play Survivor Friends. However, this will be slightly different and have a slightly different build setup. Keep in mind, this only works in theory as it requires everyone to be running this build, hence the use of the word meta. To start off, I will talk about what perks to run, then I will touch on the strategies to winning. Firstly, adrenaline borrowed time. The reasons for this are obvious. If you need to save a survivor near the killer, then borrowed time comes in handy to prevent them from going down immediately. And then adrenaline because we plan on winning every game, so theoretically you should get value out of this every match. Next is unbreakable. The reason for this is because slugging is one of the very few ways a killer can actually beat a good team, so running unbreakable can save a match. Lastly, the sauce. This is the juice of the whole strategy. This perk drives everything about this strategy, and this is the perk is one of either 3, Bond, Kindred, or Aftercare. Now, this may shock some of you, and the smart ones watching saw this coming already, but if you want to be as good as a Survivor Friends team, then you need to be able to coordinate with your teammates. And due to the lack of communication between players, the best way to do this is to run an aura perk and adjust your playstyle to what your teammates are doing in the match. Now, in the current state of the game, Bond would be the best option as it works with no conditions whatsoever, and just you running it can essentially make you a 2-man Survivor Friends with someone, as you can use the perk to play around your teammates, essentially making you 2 coordinated people. Now, the more people that run this, the better, as you can all obviously play around each other, essentially making yourself one full coordinated team. You can also consider dropping adrenaline for open-handed to increase the range of Bond even further. Next, Kindred would be a great option in this meta, as it always works for you when someone is hooked, and when you get hooked, it works for everyone else. You getting hooked essentially turns your entire team into a 4-man Survivor Friends team, as they can all play around each other, and when everyone runs it, this is even better because of the killer aura ability, giving essentially you a buff, as it's basically like being able to call out to your teammates which direction the killer is going or if the killer is near the hook. However, in theory, the absolute best option is Aftercare. The reason for this is because when everyone is linked, you basically have permanent wall hacks on your teammates. If one of you gets hooked, you are still linked with everyone else, so even though they lost your link to them, they still have their link to you and each other, and the links can easily be regained by getting unhooked by one guy and then getting double healed by the other 2, or just cycling tapping the heal since they don't need to complete it to get the link. So once 2 people get injured, you can essentially link everyone together and have permanent communication with your team. On top of this, if you're the only one running this perk during a match, it still gives you the ability to play around your teammates and they can play around you, essentially having a 3-way communication if everyone is linked to you. Now, the strategy to winning is essentially the same as when playing with Survivor Friends. Quick disclaimer, this is not the best for bullet points. When the match starts, you want to split up on separate generators. Each generator takes 80 seconds to complete. If one person gets chased and 3 people work on 3 different generators, then if the person getting chased can loop the killer for 60 seconds, which isn't hard to do, you don't even need to be good to do this. If you just slam every pallet immediately, there are enough resources to last the entire match, since the generators can be completed pretty fast. But essentially, you are guaranteed to get all 3 generators popped at the same time. This is 3 generators for 1 hook, which is an unbeatable pace for the killer. If the killer camps, just pop the last 2 generators and farm the teammate with borrowed, or proc their adrenaline and get out. If he chases someone after hooking, then one person does another generator while the other gets the save, and they can double up on the last gen, and the entire team gets adrenaline. If the killer does a gen patrol strat where he breaks chase if he can't get a fast hit and keeps pushing you off gens, then you need to focus on healing. That way the killer cannot down anyone while doing this strat. This will be very easy to do, given you can find your teammates easily since you can see them through walls. Now, again, this only works in theory, so please do not put on this build and complain it doesn't work. As I have stated before, it requires everyone to run the build. However, you may notice that you have better matches when your teammates know what you're doing and you know what they are doing. Sometimes these aura reading perks can seem useless when running it, but trust me, they work better than you think. You kind of just forget that you don't notice when you're actually using them actively, because in your head, you're going, I see him on a generator, I'm gonna go for the save. But if you didn't see him on the gen, maybe you would have sat there and hoped that he was getting the save. You don't really know how the game would play out if you don't have these perks on, so they can seem useless after running it for a while, but trust me, they continue to work even after you get used to having them. Now, to demonstrate this strategy, me and my friends all got into a match against a random killer, and we all ran this build, and we did not communicate whatsoever through Discord or any sort of comms. We just had one of these perks on. Unfortunately, we couldn't all do aftercare like I wanted to because not everybody had it tier 3, nor did they have enough blood points to get it, so instead they ended up running Bond with open-handed, and it worked pretty well. So I'm going to show you this match here. It's taking so long. There we go. The Pale Rose again. Nice. It's not a bad map. So for now it's a useless perk, but when we get our links, everyone is linked up, it should be actually pretty decent. It's a Demogorgon too. Alright. Well, he literally didn't even come over here to check. Despite having a corrupt intervention gen up there. Like, he should have been suspicious and maybe we spawned near that one and came to this one. But looks like, so not everyone actually had aftercare. So you have 2 people running Bond with open-handed, which is still good. It's a good combo, good enough. But we do have to find a way to link with everybody. Wow, I don't know why he was still sending that one when it was that close. Are you actually gonna loot the TNLs? I'm gonna try to sneaky on this one. Damn. He saw. Whoa, okay. He's not reacting at all. We gotta get it. I wanna get it right next to him so bad. Oh! Okay, buddy guy, buddy. I fucking snapped you that. I messed that up. That hole in this TNL is fucking OP. It's actually insane. Oh, and then he can't do it because of the pole. This is so bad for Demogorgon. I'm so sorry, Demogorgon. He knew? Ah, I tried to dodge it. Well, our gen is still almost complete though, so that's already 3 gens done. Or almost 3 gens done. I don't know if he's gonna get it. He hasn't kicked it yet because I tapped it. So it was not regressing over all that time. So maybe he should have left me for a little bit just to tap it. So I'm gonna link up with him. And then I'm gonna run over to SmartMan's and I'm gonna let him heal me so I can link up with SmartMan's. Go do the gen! Yeah, he has a fucking heal challenge, I think. I need to find SmartMan so he can heal me. And then I'll have a link with 2 people. Alright, so we're linked now. He doesn't even have to complete the heal. Literally just touching me links it. So now I just need a link with Mistake, and then I'll have a link with everybody. There's another one right here. We could just triple on it. If you know, he should be able to see us because he does have Bond. I don't know if he's planning on coming or not. Honestly, it looks like we're not even gonna need to get the link on the last guy. The split gen strat is just too efficient for the killer to do anything, to be honest. I probably just pop adrenaline. I don't know how many of them are actually running adrenaline, but is he coming here? If he's learned anything from me, he knows I'm gonna come back to it. Like, he should know. So I plan on coming back to it. I'm gonna do it right here. I think JustMatt has adrenaline. So he has a pallet right next to him too. So if he can just loot this window combined with that pallet, this is actually really strong. And then, boom, adrenaline. Oh, he took it off. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe he just started the pickup animation, I'm not too sure. It's easy though. JustMatt was the only other person I link with. I still have a link with him, but he did down him before endgame. Ah. He does not give a fuck. Oh my gosh. Alright, I found a pallet. We're gonna use this hole in the rock to win this chase. Don't see it! He didn't see it. He didn't see it in time, at least. He didn't see it in time. What else, my man? Just take a hit? No? Yes. Oh, pallet. I thought I could make it on the cooldown, but I couldn't. Oh wait, does he have a flashlight? Who's a flashlight? No healing breaks here. I do want to try to get into face JustMatt, so I'm going to crawl away from him. That way when he walks up to me, he has to stare in this direction. Right? Yeah. Oh. Corgi, don't make it obvious. Come on, dude. That's an angle if he... Oh my gosh. Wait, oh! Was it not JustMatt with the flashlight, or is he just bad? Oh, he doesn't have a... Hey, that's fucking Corgi. Damn. Oh, they're swapping it around! Why? It's okay, they do have borrowed time, so... They should heal. And then... Well, he should teleport over there if he can. Or get there as soon as he can, so they don't reset and get me. Corgi's gonna have to save because he's the only one who isn't injured. Oh, I almost died because I'm dumb. I have D-strikes, so I'm just ready for the gate. We should probably... I have D-strike, so I'm not gonna heal. Alright. He's chasing me out. Alright, that's fine. They're too far away from the hook to actually get the heal. Or I mean to save. And take a hit, like, and I'm pretty sure he did have a portal near that hook. Oh, they're just leaving. I got chased out. Maybe they thought I was just leaving. I don't know. It does it though. We had good performance. It was a rank 1 killer. Now that's just my take on what I think could be a game-breaking meta with what the game is in its current state. That's all for this video. I hope this helped. Let me know if this improves your games, even if slightly. I'm currently live streaming on Twitch. You can stop by and say hello anytime. Don't forget to check out my other videos if you haven't already. There's some good ones, as well as some lame ones. Don't critique my early videos, please. I'm aware they're terrible. Thank you all for watching, though. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it. It helps me out a lot with the YouTube algorithm. And subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. I'm scared. I don't want to play. I'm scared. I want to sit in the corner. I don't want to do gens. Like, gens... like no shit. Oh my god, dude, come on, man.